Haters in the building. I miss Ballers. I mean, I love that intro. That was good. The intro, everything, it worked. Um, you don't got any. We don't get the good content anymore. It's just sad.
Do you want me to just start using?
Down.
Should I just start using the Lil Wayne song as a permanent intro to this? Do you want me to do that?
I mean, we might have to. At least every other week. I mean, I'm sorry I had to bring everybody down right away. Just missing Ballers right off the bat. I mean, it happened. We had to do it.
I mean, was Rubber Band Man not enough for you tonight? You didn't like the Rubber Band Man intro?
No, of course I love it. I'm just saying, I miss Ballers. It just comes out of nowhere. It just comes in waves. I miss Ballers. It was fun. The first couple seasons of that show were amazing. I mean, let's be real. It was pretty cool shit.
That's true.
They found some good people. They all worked at jail.
I know. We did have this conversation in week 2.
Did we?
The pod. Yeah.
This
exact conversation. Yeah,
sure?
I'm positive because you opened it up with haters in the building, and then I said, "Yeah, how cool is it that they had the forethought to make Spencer buy the team after him and Reggie had a conversation about why don't you just own the whole damn plantation?"
I do remember talking about that. I don't remember when we talked about that, but I do remember talking about that. Listen,
so for those of you who are still with us, this is not deja vu. We have moved on to week 4.
Listen, I think we could turn this into a Ballers rewatch podcast. Rewatch podcasts are a thing now. I don't think everybody's doing the Ballers one. We don't have any insight to add other than our own thoughts and feelings, but that should be enough. I mean,
that's more than enough insight. Are you kidding me? We are the insight kings.
That's right. I mean, it's just amazing. You fuckers. Whatever. Anyway, but we're just gonna go right into week 4. I don't think there's anything exciting to say off the bat here. Then week 4, it's week 4. We've done 4 of them now.
Whoa. There's plenty of exciting things. Hold on, time out. Josh Gordon is back in the NFL, Michael. Again. And he was picked up. Too. He was picked up by Cody for like $3.
I saw that. I'm honestly surprised. I mean, we have all the money in the world in this league that somebody just didn't throw like a 20 spot on it. I'm really surprised at that, to be honest.
I'm not, because what's that worth? The last guy that picked up Josh Gordon was D'Lo, and he picked him up for $0.
Kept him at least once. I know that.
Yeah. I mean,
Josh Gordon's been held on to a lot, and he's turned in.
Never done anything ever since that 1 year in Cleveland. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be just like Le'Veon Bell last year. He's going to go there, and you're going to be like, "Ooh, shit! Get ready for some points, Kansas City," and nothing happens. I mean, that's just what's going to be again. I'd say the same thing. I mean, the more interesting one, I guess, is Richard Sherman's back too down with Tampa Bay, and he's going to provide more value. And hey, that looks good for one of my 3 defenses that I'm holding on to.
You are rostering a lot of defenses right now, just like I'm rostering a lot of quarterbacks. It's three-headed monsters.
I'll say, I mean, I had the reasons. I streamed Arizona and then forgot about waivers again, even though I told everybody not to forget about it. And then I have the Rams defense is good. There's no reason giving up on them. And then Kelly inexplicably dropped the Buccaneers defense, who's, maybe not the best, but not bad. And their fucking schedule is terrible. They're the reigning champs, and they play absolute trash week after week after week for the next many. I mean, there's no reason not to. I mean, I was like, oh, shit, well, I can pick it up, and I'm amazed no one else made a claim for that. So
I know. I thought about it, but at the time I was like, I don't have the roster space for it, and I didn't want to, drop someone that I potentially could have needed after the weekend. And it's, it made it a mess. But that schedule does get super, super easy for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I had 2 IR spots open up, so it's like, fuck it, I got the spots. Why not? Don't blame me.
Nothing exciting out there. I'm not going to spend $40 on Stevenson, who's out and injured anyway, so it's even more fun. But whatever. I'm not. I'm not going to say anything mean. It's fun. Richard Sherman made his attempt back into the league after he's been jiffified repeatedly in this league, so it's good. I like it. Anyway, other than those 2 coming back, and Andy Reid almost dying, maybe. I think everything's pretty hum right now in the league. I don't even know. We'll figure out who the Thursday night game is. I'm sure there's one of those. I'll say this is non-related. I think this is fun just for me personally, and maybe someone else will enjoy this. Man, hockey's on ESPN again, and it's fucking awesome. On ESPN Plus, I don't care it's preseason. I watched the Kraken get their ass kicked last night. I enjoyed that. I thought that was pretty fun.
Listen, that is about the only thing that I have going for me in Philadelphia sports right now, and the Flyers is not saying much. So they did some interesting bullshit in the offseason that I don't quite know what they're doing.
Shit. Yeah, we can say that they did shit. I don't really
they
know.
Did shit. It's not good. It's not it's not good. It's pretty bad. It's like moves that were like, we want to win now, but we don't have anything to win now, and we also don't think these are actually win now moves. We're just going to. We basically gave Columbus all of our fucking draft picks for nobody. So we were just like, here, Columbus, have good drafts.
Right. Yeah, they really went for a lot of defensemen that I don't think are that great, and are overpaid and stuff. But I don't know. What you see. I mean, the Metro is going to be fucking lit pretty much top to bottom this year. So it's going to be tough.
I'll let you know how it is from the bottom.
Well, hey, I mean, who knows, man? Crosby and Malkin are out for probably a month or two, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh, man.
But anyway, we'll turn this into a hockey podcast later when the season starts. That was a preseason preview hockey pod, since it's only preseason right now. We're not going to give everybody the full kit and caboodle in that one. We're just going to jump right into myself, of course. At the top, me versus Rachel. I fully expect Rachel to score 6 million points this week since she hasn't all year, because why not? I mean, again, like we've said, the starting lineups, I mean, hers not too bad. It's pretty even. They're guys that can do stuff. They're also guys that can, disappear. I think the one interesting thing, obviously, I'm going to get rid of Arizona. I think this is most likely going to end up being Tampa Bay in here, but I'm going to be curious if this one changes, because I don't think the Eagles versus KC is probably going to be a super exciting point scoring matchup. So we'll see. I'll be very curious to see come Sunday if this happens. But you know what, buddy? I bet if the Eagles stay in this lineup, they're probably going to fucking get like 3 defensive TDs.
Oh, I can't see how that happens. I can't see how that happens.
I know. I'm just saying, that's just because of fantasy. No other things other than that. But see all of my beautiful defenses. What up? Anyway,
there's way too many of them.
Yeah, there are. I'm not going to admit it. I'm not going to lie. There are. Shouldn't have 3.
This matchup is so lackluster, Mike, and it's not from anything that you're doing that's wrong. And I've stared at this for a while now, and I can't figure out a good bold prediction. So I'm just going to do something that's really out of left field here.
Yeah, do it.
Victory by you.
Okay, thank you.
And scroll down for me, please. Man, I don't like this prediction though either. All right, victory by you. You're switching the defense for sure.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And this is not a bold prediction, but I'm going to go with it. Maybe it is a bold prediction. You win by 60.
Holy shit! Well, thank you for guaranteeing me a loss this week, buddy.
I have to get my shit in now because we play each other next week, so I'm jinxing you in advance.
Yeah, well, that's not cool. I mean, I could root for you now and then fuck you next week.
That's true. It's true. I'm not
Right
jinxing you. I'm just simply calling it. Like, I'm not so sure you're going to add an extra 10 points to your lineup, and I'm not so sure that Rachel breaks 100 with the squad.
That's what I mean. I mean, listen, her team is not really that bad. I mean, you got Rogers, Montgomery, Metcalf. I mean, like I said, this team is very hot or cold. Like,
correct.
So you probably get consistency out of the top 3. Everybody else can hit, but they can also disappear. So there's just no consistency in this lineup, I think, is the unfortunate thing. I mean, I'm trying to bring more together. I mean, I'm probably going to dump A-Rob because I don't know what to do with that Bears. With Matt Nagy losing his goddamn mind, I think he has to take a sit this week. And I'm sure he'll go fucking crazy on my bench. I think, maybe I'll do that crazy prediction. I think if I bench, I'm going to bench. I'm going to bench Allen Robinson. He's going to get 2 TDs on my bench.
Okay.
I think it's just definitely going to happen.
I get it. Unfortunately, I don't think we got anything from Tim. Tim's been a little busy.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Tim took a week off.
Tim did take a week off. He's been busy. I can tell you that he's got some some personal stuff going on. I'm not going to put his business out there, but it's a little personal issue. Everything's okay from what I understand, but
Well,
Tim's just
good.
been
It's all right, Tim. You know what? He can save up his energy for next week when he has to throw in bold predictions when we're going to kill each other. So
exactly.
fair.
So
This is kind of his rest week, and that's okay. We'll give it to him. He's been killing us anyway in predictions, so we don't need him showing us up.
We have to catch up on him now. So.
Jesus. But yeah, I hope for the best. I hope I'll get what the first three opponents have got, so that would be nice. But anyway,
I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. So we'll slide down to this. This is a very exciting matchup here. And also, I forgot to mention, this is really interesting because it's the first week of interdivision play. So that is the one thing going on this week. You're not facing your division opponents this week. This is the first week where you're fighting your enemies across the aisle. So here's a chance for some divisions to do some damage against each other.
Interesting schedule by you then, too, because it looks like we've actually matched up division leaders and division bottom feeders against each other.
That's just incredible random. It's pure random, which is incredible. I think that's fun. But pure randomness on my amazing league part. I'll say that. I'll give credit when credit's due, and there's none we do here. But I will say this. I did make the schedules so that the first 3 weeks and last 3 weeks are all divisional matchups. So I did do that. So I can take that.
It's true.
You can take that. Yeah. I think this is going to be a good matchup here. We got Alex and Grant, the Barry, and these two teams are solid, and Barry's just keeps winning right now. Just riding those magic highs. But both guys are riding magical quarterback play, except Murray didn't really show up last week. But I mean, kind of riding the same boat here. Some magical quarterback play. They got some solid running backs, some receivers there, except Cordell Patterson. I don't really know what to do with him. And Marv, I know Grant loves him some Marv Jones, and I think that's going to be a tough one, having Marv just take him down a peg.
Yeah.
But, these some big projections here on Grant's side. Fucking 16 for Roquan and 31 for Josh Allen. I don't think any of these guys really got. James White, he tore his ACL, right? Or out for the season, I think.
He's out for the season. Yep.
I think 10, right? Yeah. So, bummer there. And, I think Grant might make some changes here. I see got Cooper and Chark and Beckham on the bench. He's got a lot to play with. So we'll see. Maybe he's just playing coy leading up to this week.
He may not be. Cooper's been down a little bit. Maybe he's cashing his chips in on Cooper for right now.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we'll see. You never know. I can't say I think it's but he's got options though, so we'll give it that.
Absolutely.
Changes. I think which is good. I know Beckham came in and did some work last week, and with no Landry there, he's gonna get looks in Minnesota. Usually get some high scoring games.
Yeah.
Harris now the big time number one. No James White anymore, so he's got some moves to be made. We'll see what happens. Cincinnati and Jackson was a Thursday night game. How depressing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is going to be a close one. I think I'm gonna pick the Berries to go with this one because he's just riding a streak right now. He's this is his now second year in the league. And I mean, is it second?
Yeah, second year. Yep,
second year. He inherited the shit show last year, and I can't think it's third. I think it's second.
Yeah, and he inherited the George mess.
Right, so that was last year. Yeah, that's right. He did, and he was admirable. Came in, got kabummed on J.K. Dobbins right away. But man, I don't know, team's solid, looking good. I'll give him props this week. He's probably gonna let me down, but I think, I feel like as ugly as it is, I feel like Marv's gonna have a 25-point game here. Marv's gonna go 25 points plus.
Is Grant related to Matthew Berry?
So I cannot say for sure. I don't know his family history. But I'm going to say probably not. But maybe. I don't know. They could be distant cousins for all I know.
All right, fair.
But I can't say. Grant, if you're listening in, we're responding to chat. Let us know how many generations removed Matthew Berry is from you.
But
maybe that's what it is now. He called his cousin up. He said, "Bro," he said, "help me out here. I need some help."
I could very well be.
That's what the turnaround.
Yeah. I'm going with Grant here too. I do think this is a nice matchup, and for those of you following at home, this almost made matchup of the week for us. Mike and I had a healthy debate before the pod as to who it was supposed to be. But I like Grant here in a slim margin. But that being said, bold prediction, maybe. I'm assuming bold prediction, 1 and 2 scores in the week here.
Oh, you think 1v2, huh?
Mm-hmm.
1v2, just like me and the missus last week in Vamp. What up? Winner,
Yep.
winner. Need to get that in there. Yeah, I like that. So 1 and 2 scores.
Yep. I'll wait till we get down to Tim's team to talk about the great move that he pulled in Vamp. But or actually, I'll wait till we get to Conlon's team to talk about the hilarious move that Conlon tried to pull that didn't work.
Well, speak of the devil, I think that's what's coming up next here.
I do.
We got Conlon and Lyle, which, at the beginning of the season, we saw this matchup. You had to circle this. It's like, this could be a good one. These two teams had great years last year, have some players, but, man, both have been stumbling pretty hard out of the box. And I see at least Conlon, right off the bat there, is not going to trust T-Law this week. I think he's smart, but, he's – man, I mean, this quarterback situation is dire. You got Darnold and T-Law, and
he dropped Carson.
He dropped Carson. Well, it might not be the worst thing to do.
No, I don't think it's a bad thing at this point.
But it doesn't look great. But he's only projected to lose by 3 points. So I mean, looking ugly. You get Dak and Darnold, some good running backs here, and then of course the big time receivers. And man, look at that fucking Diggs getting projected 20. And Allen was projected 31. I mean, I guess they just hate Houston. Is it a Bills thing to hate Houston? They're going to run up the score? I don't know.
Houston's got no defense, man. We've seen it.
No, I mean, I see it. I just, maybe they, I don't know. Everybody has to run up the score. They maybe take the plays off. I don't know. I don't get it. But you got Waller and Sutton. Smith out there. I think it's a pretty even matchup. This defensive, though, this is not super great looking. I feel like the 4.5 for Cleveland's a little bit. I mean, that's not so great, but Minnesota can score. We have seen it. And then Dallas also can score very much too. I don't think anything is exciting. I can't believe Lawrence still getting projected 22 points. It's fucking crazy. It's nuts. But those guys, they look all right. I mean, I could see this being close and tight and doing some things. These teams are streaky, but you wouldn't think they would be as streaky as they are, but they sure as fuck are streaky. I'll tell you that.
Agreed. And unfortunately, I think it's streaky in the wrong end for one of these teams. Already down 0-3. I think Conlon walks away with this one in narrow victory over Lyle, making him 0-4, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he does it on the back of his new quarterback, Sam Darnold.
Okay.
Sam Darnold put up a 30-burger.
30-burger. All right. Okay. I kind of feel the same with you overall on that one. I think Conlon's team will bounce back after the atrocious shitfest. And hey, we got through Wednesday. No score change. Amazingly.
Yeah.
I think they just cut it. They're not going to do anything after today, I don't believe. Because you're already starting next week, games tomorrow. So
the new league week started over this morning at 9:00. League week turns over.
It's locked in, baby. That's the narrowest 0.0% margin of victory, according to the weekly report. Incredible. But I'm going to go similar. And I think, I just think just because Lawrence is getting the bench against Cincinnati, I mean, listen, Jacksonville, and I think he's going to learn, Jacksonville's home. I don't mean this literally. I mean, their home is Thursday night football. This is where they shine, is fucking in garbage time. So, you know what? I think they're going to come out. I think he is going to get a 30-burger this week, riding the bench. I think Eli finally gets his 30-burger from the bench. You know what?
All right.
I'll maybe do this too. I'm going to do 30-burger. I'm going to up the ante on this one. 30-burger with 2 turnovers.
Ooh. So really, that's like a 36-burger.
Yeah. Well, 34-burger.
34-burger.
Yeah, but I think so. I think he's going to have 2 turnovers. And, Make sure that's so 2 turnovers, but it's still 34 points. I mean, he'd do better if he doesn't have 4 turnovers like last week. Two.
I'm into it.
But
I'm into it. Look,
yeah,
that Thursday night football game is going to be a snooze fest.
Yes, without I agree. I mean, I get it. They want us to bind to football almost every day of the week, but I mean, Thursday night just doesn't really. It just doesn't seem to work. I mean, you're getting guys on short weeks and stuff out of their routines and everything, and you might get a close game, but it's usually ugly if it's close. Like it's not worth it. I mean, I know it's all about the bling bling, and they're making money hand over fist, and Amazon is paying up the ass to stream it on Twitch or
which they're cut off from the first 4 weeks. Like
right.
Again, we don't have an Amazon game tomorrow night. Not that whatever.
Right.
Not that I really
whatever.
Want to watch
it's on NFL Network. I can't fucking watch it. I'm not paying for NFL Network, so I can't watch it. Not that I want to anyway, but I can't. So yeah, I think it's stupid, but whatever. You don't know how you're growing by burying a game on NFL Network, but hey, I digress. Whatever. You do what you do, Ginger Man. You do your league. We're gonna do ours. We're not burying shit. Anyway. Speaking of burying, no, I just kid. We're going to slide off to you and Mariah this week. A big matchup. I mean, it probably should be 2-0 and 3 teams. She got bullshit win. I'm not going to say. I kid, but no, she kicked my ass. It's fair. Anyway, yeah, what you guys got going here? You got some big name running backs. You got some quarterback play. Tannehill against the Jets always feels good. Lamar got to know where he's going to get in. Evans, Kelsey, Kittle. We got tight end matchups. We got unvaccinated players. We got, all kinds of stuff. More tight ends.
We got
it all. We got it all. It's everything. You got a Thursday night defense. I mean, why the hell not? And then I don't know. You know what? I'll start this one off simple. I'll give you a chance here to breathe. But I'm going to pick you to win. I like your matchups much better. I just think it's better. Barkley finally came out, and New Orleans kind of sucks. They should be able to put another game in. Clyde, right? The Philly defense isn't the best, so if they get up big early, he should get a lot of work. Late in that game, right? Tannehill against the Jets. I think fucking Tom Brady going back to New England gives Evans a lot of look. Although unfortunately, it scares me about Gronk too there, because Gronk's also going back, and he's Brady's a petty, vindictive motherfucker.
I have shares of another matchup that's a former New Englander as well. I've got Antonio Brown on that bench that I've been thinking about.
That's also true. That's also true. You have that as well. I mean, but yeah, right? I mean, Kelsey could play himself out of this game early. Kareem Hunt, I think he's just getting slid in because he had a big week last week. I don't think he's going to keep getting those big numbers in that duo there. But yeah, it's funny. You guys got a lot of cross matchups here. Tannehill and Henry. The Tampa Bay boys, tight ends, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Well, Mike, I'm going Mariah. Mariah's going to win.
I don't like you not betting yourself.
And bold prediction is that she slaps me in the face with her defense there.
Okay, yeah.
Her defense scores twice.
Woo! Okay, that is bold. 2 scores. That's bold. That is a bold prediction. I feel like I want to do something around Darius that he's going to finally show up, but is he how hurt is he? I mean, is he actually hurt or?
No, he's not really hurt. It's the ankle thing from last week that's kind of carrying over.
Man, he's been very consistent though.
Yeah, I can plug him in for 9.5, which hooray!
Yeah, his snap percentage is very low for someone of his caliber. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. That's too bold. I think that's too bold. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do it anyway. I think your TE is going to do better than her TEs. I won't say combined. I think you're going to have the best TE in the matchup because I think combined is a little bit too much. But
Okay. So
you
Kittle
have the best
outscores.
TD. Kittle outscores. He's the highest scoring TE
All right.
in the match.
I like that. I hope that's the case. You know
Yeah.
what? I don't think that I should ever actually speak this into existence, but I'm at the point where I like kind of need an injury
Oh
because I don't
boy.
know what to do with some of these guys.
Yeah, that's fair. I've been there because it's tough. You draft these guys, thinking they're looking good, and rocky starts, you think they can turn it around, but usually you hold on to it just too long, and they just don't do it for you. I've been there. I know exactly what you're feeling. Yeah, you want to get some new blood in there, but you want to give the guys a chance to
Like,
turn around. I get it.
yeah, this questionable thing for Kittle, right?
Mhm.
I forget what it is. I think it's an ankle or a hip problem or something ridiculous. It's not anything that's really major. Um,
Yeah, calf.
calf strain. There we go. Hey,
So,
look, he's probably going to play. I probably shouldn't say it's not major, but if he gets hurt, yeah, I'm not that upset. I throw in Antonio Brown in the lineup. It just makes my decisions easier. I just hope that they both produce. That's the problem right now. I don't know who the hot
yeah,
hand is. I've got too many shares in Tampa Bay, passing
right.
game, and
Come on.
it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And for those of you listening, I have two quarterbacks on my bench that are both producers, including Fanahill. If you want Fanahill,
Fan
they're all
Hills.
available, but I'm not giving them away for free. Don't come at me with your, scrub backup linebacker.
15th round draft pick.
Yeah.
I'll give you the Arizona defense. I think that's fair.
I would actually probably consider that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I think that's fair.
But yeah, I'm going Mariah.
All right. Well, I bet I think you're going to do it. I think you'll pull it out this week. I think she's going to tinker too much with these lineups. So Stevenson projected to get 2 points. Watch out. But yeah, I think there's going to be too much tinkering going on here. As you can see, she already made a lot of changes from last week. I think it's too much tinkering. Sure, Henry will score some points. Lamar will probably score, maybe Kelsey. I don't know. The guys will get some points, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think they're going to do as well as, damn it, as well as they think. All right.
Yep.
We'll slide to
Well,
the next one here. We'll slide to our next one of my lovely wife, Kelly, who is mad at us for not looking up her score change. I'm going to comb through those records. Get the hell out of here. And her opponent, Mr. D'Lo, who's coming off his first loss of the season. I mean, this is a heck of a matchup scoreboard-wise. I mean, even projection-wise, it's projected to be close. Yeah, these two teams up the top of the divisions. It's it's interesting. It's something, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know. We look for their teams here. There's some solid quarterback play there. Chuba's getting in there, getting some looks for the first time. Julio, who is in there, but I think he might not play. I think was what I saw today. That Julio and AJ both might miss that game, actually.
yeah.
So that might be tough for Fanahill there. I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be real tough for Fanahill if they both lose, if they both miss.
Yeah, so that's something to keep an eye out for. Hines is definitely off of last week is the only reason he's in there. Chase and Chase, the Chase boys, I guess that works kind of for them as well. Who scored? We got some Steeler matchup against each other in Green Bay, which used to be good, but God knows, I don't think Roethlisberger can do it anymore. I did see the clip of him falling down and kind of shovel pad.
Yeah,
for no reason. It's just
it's so bad. It's just so bad.
Fuck him. It's funny though, but
and an empty linebacker.
Yeah, and the defensive matchups actually look, even though it scored well, I say they're pretty favorable for both, so it's very odd.
Yeah,
you got some Kirks on the bench, some Tampa Bay running backs. I don't know too many changes here. I don't think we can't talk up Tyson Williams and Fant anymore because that'll make her mad. Well, here's your linebacker play right here.
Yeah, Holcomb's going in for sure.
For sure.
And this one's tough. It's because, and I say it's tough because every time I think I'm almost positive. I don't think I've picked Kelly to win yet.
I can't double check all the way. You definitely didn't last week. I know that for sure.
And I didn't week 1 because week 1 she played me.
Oh yeah, right. You can't. Right.
So if I didn't do it week 3 and I didn't do it week 2,
We didn't do it week 3. I don't know about week 2. So
week 2 is the only mystery. But yeah, I'm maybe I did
look
do
it
her.
up.
I don't quite remember. But yeah, I hate to do it again, but D'Lo's team. If Julio plays, I think an easy walk. If Julio doesn't play, it's obviously a little closer. But I don't like the Juju
Yeah.
Roethlisberger connection anymore. It's unfortunate. Juju just doesn't seem to be the apple of his eye at all.
Oh yeah.
Roethlisberger loves himself some Claypool, and he loves Deontay Johnson when Deontay's out there. And now apparently he just wants to underhand shit to Najee Harris.
That I can believe very much. He can't
So
throw it over 95 yards.
exactly. But I will say this: I think boldly
Boldly.
the running backs in this matchup are both top 5, as in Chuba Hubbard and Aaron
Chuba
Jones.
and Jones. So Chuba and Jones. I know it's not Chuba, but I'm gonna call him Chuba. Okay.
Chubba Bubba Hubba.
Chubba Bubba, that's right. Chubba Hubba 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 Chubba Hubba 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 Hubba. We're not gonna do that for me. Top 5 RB.
Yep, both of them. Top 5 RBs.
Top 5 RB. That's bold. That's good bold prediction. We don't really know what we're gonna get of Chubba Bubba. Yeah. I mean, I agree with your thoughts. I look at this lineup. I don't really like Kelly's right now. Yeah, Jones is a mystery, but still, even outside that, we got a lot of except for there Thielen versus Jefferson too. A lot of head to head going here. You can call those guys a wash, but outside of that, right? Yeah, Pascal. That's tough. And Juju, same. It's tough. Yeah, he doesn't see his eye. He's been running slot. He's running like those mid routes, 10 yards or so, and Roethlisberger does not throw there anymore. It's just he's going to either just like chuck it up, for Claypool for a jump ball, or just underhand it to Najee now. It's right back to that.
And he even likes Pat Fryermuth more so than he likes Schuster.
Yeah, right. He loves it. He always loved him some white tight end. That's always his favorite. But yeah, Hines in there. Two Colts. I mean, Miami sucks. So maybe she's on to something. I can't say. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I'm gonna pick her to win because I have to. We have to live in a civil society. I mean, she's 3-0 now, right? Last week, we didn't think anything of it, but you know what? She didn't have the worst score in the league, and that's all you need to win a game. So
it's true.
It worked out. A win is a win. Is a win is a win. I think you get to 8 wins. You're guaranteeing, I think, a playoff spot. So, hey, got 3 down, 5 to go. You should go 5 and 6 for the rest of the way. But I'll pick her to win. Even though I don't like anything really going on here, you know what? I'll give it the bold. It's semi-bold. I'll go bold. I think Juju will outscore Claypool by 10 points.
Okay. All right. Yeah, what's the old saying, Mike? You don't have to outrun the bear. You just don't have to be the slowest one.
Right. You got to outrun the one person. That's right.
Yeah.
You don't have to be faster than the bear. You just have to be faster than the slowest person in your party.
Exactly. And that's what that victory was for Kelly last week for sure.
Right. That's all it was. Back and forth. Tons of excitement. I can't believe that held. It's incredible. I mean, that's now 2. I mean, week 2 blew, but yeah, so 2 out of 3 weeks we have gone down to the wire on a nighttime primetime game. It's insane.
It's crazy.
That's good. I like it.
Crazy.
Fun.
So I forgot to mention before we get into the matchup of the week, the move that Conlon did not do.
That's right.
Or did not execute properly. It was for Chuba Hubbard in the Vampire League. The man who has $10 more than everybody else because he is the vampire.
Vampire.
So and he also has no one on his roster because he's the vampire. All he has to do is eke out a victory here or there, and he can steal a player, and then you're in a good spot when you're in the championship game automatically as the vampire. And he made a $0 play at Chuba Hubbard. 0. Tim beat me out by $1
Yeah.
to snake Chuba for his own handcuff. So good for Tim for finding the right number and sticking to it, because good for you. I mean, I would have never thought that I would have only bid 15 on it. I thought for sure Conlon should have come out swinging for 20, 30.
Something, yeah. I mean, you got to go for it. Yeah, when you're the Vamp, I mean, that money doesn't carry over.
Can't take it with you, Dracula.
Yeah, it's possible something will present itself later, but I mean, you never know. You got to take it here. But yes, we're going to call this the match of the week. It is Tim. It is Cody. Cody is just barnstorming everything. I think he deserves to get the match of the week just because he's scoring 1 billion fucking points right now. And Tim really hasn't. His team has been struggling, but, in years past, he's been right there. I think these two were 1-2 overall score last year, or, at least Tim was top couple.
It's close, yeah.
It's close. It came down to the last week of the season, which was pretty exciting. It was like 5 teams all had a shot at it, which was interesting. But, I mean, I think we discussed it. I think it's going to be, good. Teddy versus Tom isn't your most exciting thing right off the bat, but there's some running backs that look exciting for sure. 2 going on Thursday. That's bull. I mean, that's going to be something right there. You know how this week's going to go after tomorrow night, really.
Yeah.
With that shit.
That's sitting Dalvin yet, as if Dalvin's not coming out to play.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. That's right.
So I don't know if I would do that. If I were, I would make a pick between Mixon and Robinson, and I would throw Dalvin in that flex spot just in case.
Yeah, see, I mean, that's kind of the tough thing here. You get them both on Thursday. You can't sit and wait to see how it's going to act. I mean, you make the call, right? You think he's not going to play. You got to play them both because you can't get it back later. You're going to sub somebody shitty. I'm sure he has a fair enough bench player, but the receivers matchup is pretty exciting as well. This is really just looking tight overall. The Khalil Mack, has he done anything?
Still don't get it.
Right? I don't get it. Look at that. I mean, he had 13 last week. He's only playing 40% of the snaps too. Like, I mean, shit.
That's 41 total snaps. That's not percentage.
It was percentage. It used to be percentage.
No, it's
on
total
the app.
snaps.
It's percentage. On the app, it does say snap percentage. That's why I'm doing that. It does say snap percentage on the app. I know that for sure.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I don't think they probably ran 41 defensive plays, which seems about right. That's about an NFL average.
Ran 1 million. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah. But either way, the point is, I mean, there's a lot of better dudes out there. I mean, it's you go to players. You do stats, season, you click, you rank them. I mean, just pick the fucking highest scoring linebacker. Those guys stay pretty consistent throughout the year. But anyway, I digress. Yeah.
Oh, no, you're right, Mike. It is a snap percentage.
It's a total snap percentage. Yeah, on the app, it's snap percentage.
That has to be, but that can't possibly be right. That has to be like total snaps for the game, maybe, but
I mean, he's a D end. I guess they run those different packages. I don't know.
You don't take a player like Khalil Mack off the field
unless he's not feeling. Maybe he's not 100%. He's not feeling right. I don't
know. Let me check. Let me check the other linebacker in this matchup. But go ahead, continue on. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I mean, the point is, we don't get the move anyway. But yeah,
you're right. You're right. I mean, because Patrick McQueen has 62% of the snaps, 72% of the snaps in week 1. That's an outrageously low number for Khalil.
Superstar. If I look here at it did say it talks about returns to Sunday's contest. He's definitely a foot returned. He missed some time. He's really got some injury going on there. So I think that's part of it too. But we look at this, everything's pretty tight. Pretty looking good. I think, I think Tim's quarterback situation is not the best at the moment, but, I loved his taking a flyer on Fields, but, I don't know. I can't say what I say about Fields, but man, Matt Nagy's not going to give him a chance to shine. So either way, he's worthless. But I'm still going to pick Tim anyway, because Teddy Two Gloves has, shown up. He's been consistent. He can give you, if he gives you 20 points, that's all you need right now.
Yep.
And yeah, I think I'm going to go. My bold predictions, I think, Cody's going to go 2 running backs tomorrow, and I think they're going to get combined less than 22 points.
Ooh. That is rough. So my prediction here is that Cody finds his first loss, unfortunately, for Cody. But that being said, Timothy, you're going to have to come see me next week because your quarterback situation is a little rough. So I'll be selling you Derek Carr at some point in time next week because that's your solution here, Tim. Because the league's leader in passing yards is going to do a little more for you in fantasy than Teddy Two Gloves. But
only Teddy Two Gloves. I don't think Fields is going to get it together in time for anything.
Tim wins this without a 20-point performance from Teddy Two Gloves. It's not my bold prediction. That's because it's not bold enough. Okay. But I do think that there is a 20-point gap between the quarterbacks.
Okay.
That's the bold prediction. So whether that be Tom scores 40 and Teddy Two Gloves scores 20, there's a 20-point gap between the quarterbacks in Cody's favor.
Okay, so Tom Brady's going to outscore Teddy by 20 points.
I mean, that's assuming that Tim plays Teddy and Cody plays Tom, but that's essentially what I'm going off of. Correct.
I think it's guaranteed, right? Justin Fields is not playing.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Does Cody have a backup? I don't think he has.
Cody does not have a backup. I tried to snake Tom Brady from him, and he was like, I don't have a backup. So, and I was like, well, I'll throw in a quarterback. And he's like, yeah.
Fair enough. So, yeah, it's Tom Brady. He outscores Tim's QB by 20, but it's going to be Teddy. Okay.
Yeah.
That's bold. I mean, it's, we can even go bold and say Tim Brady's going to be number 1 QB on this week. I mean, he is a vindictive motherfucker. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do that too. I've not made him as, but I'm adding that on there. Brady QB1. Why not? I mean, he is a vindictive motherfucker, and the Patriots are not very good right now. So, I mean, he will definitely be talking Arians into running that goddamn squad.
He's not the only vindictive motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, so is Bill.
Patriots too. So, well, yeah, but what's Bill going to do? He's going to tape him to death? I mean,
I don't know, but I know that Bill would love nothing more for his defense to show up here and shut them down. I know Bill would love nothing more than that.
Listen, I'm not saying Bill would not love that at all, but I don't know that he can do it. Unless he overinflates the balls or something. I don't know.
We'll see.
But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think this will be it'd be a fun, actually be a good Sunday night game to tune it into.
Sir.
Either way, it's just interesting. Well, it should be probably boring as fuck. It'll be like 9-6 or something like that.
I hope that's not the case.
Well, I know, right? Well, you can get a ton of yards, no TDs. This will still be all right. Evans could get 10 of 15 and for 180 yards.
I need scores, Mike. Touchdown scores. I need these.
Listen, if you had 180 receiving yards and 10 receptions, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's 28 points, but I still don't want that. I want the touchdowns that go along with that, Mike.
Okay, listen.
That's not being greedy. That's just it's realistic. I want to come out, and I don't think I'm going to, and destroy my opponent.
Yeah, listen, I love your attitude. I think that's the attitude you need. That's the winner's attitude mentality. I like it.
Yeah.
Just going to say, fuck it. Make sure you do Richard Sherman after the game's over. Different Richard Sherman to throw out there.
I learned everything that I need to learn about winning and sportsmanship from Mighty Ducks, Michael. And it's not worth winning if you can't win big.
That's true. I mean, those Hawks were screwed whenever they redrew the lines, took away their best fucking player. I mean, that's just bullshit,
Yeah.
It's fucking 100%. Bullshit. Flying P, they were offsides. What is this bullshit? I mean, come on. Just cheating. That's all it is fucking cheating.
You can't pass the puck back to the trailing, player and then have 4 other people cross the line first. That is clear offside.
clear offside. We're getting into a hockey podcast. So it's bullshit. You're right. I get it. The Hawks were there. And, I think it's so very interesting that the team was named after the Ducks. They're named after a fucking scumbag lawyer. I mean, come on. That's bullshit. I mean,
quack, Mr. Ducksworth.
Right.
Who's the rich bullshit team now? Yeah.
Right. It's not after the plucky animal. It's after the fucking dickbag partner in a law firm.
Yeah.
Whose office was like the size of a goddamn, like, fucking floor in a skyscraper.
Yeah. Who coddled the town drunkard and made him go be in charge of kids.
That's right.
Excuse me,
He
what?
said, listen, buddy.
Who's the real villain in this movie? Let's be honest.
Who
not
drove
Coach
onto
Riley.
the ice with a limo? That's right.
Yeah, sure
Riley didn't drive onto the ice with a limo.
Exactly.
He did not. That's right.
Riley had the safety of his own players in mind.
That's right. He just put them on a regular ice rink.
Yeah, his own players. Now, when they weren't for him, safety, whatever.
That's hockey in the 90s. What do you expect?
Yeah, R.I.P. Adam Banks.
Listen, and remember, fucking Bombay's tutelage turned Goldberg into a fucking meth head. So, listen, let's be real here. He just followed his coast right down to a horrible path.
Yep. Yeah. Let's be real. Yeah, that's exactly it.
It's unbelievable. And, he almost bears Team USA and whatever prep school that was. And, now the next generation of kids, hockey.
Yeah.
But,
Eden Hall Academy. Eden Hall Academy. Yeah. The Warriors. That was then changed to
now the Ducks. Everything gets changed to the fucking Ducks.
Whatever.
Oh, Team USA Ducks. Oh, the Eden Hall Ducks. Oh, the whatever. The what is it? The Don't Bothers are now the Ducks. That's how everybody turns into the Ducks. That's how every fucking thing's gonna end. Just guarantee it. District 5 Ducks. I mean, they all changed to the Ducks. That's the theme of every single movie.
Yep. Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth.
That's right, Mr. fucking Ducksworth. That's another podcast for another day.
Yeah, it is.
But if you're looking to go out and have a fun movie, hey, go watch the Mighty Ducks. There's 3 of them plus a new TV show on. Yeah. Who
Disney
also
Plus.
they got a hockey franchise named after them too. If you didn't know that as well, they are the Anaheim used to be Mighty Ducks, now just regular Ducks. But I mean the Walt Disney bought a hockey franchise, so another reason to get into hockey, I guess, because Walt Disney has a hockey franchise.
Disney on Ice was not enough. He needed to actually have hockey on ice as well.
Yeah, you need to. I mean, listen, their uniforms to start were cool as hell, So
yeah,
I really don't
remember when they had that animated show too.
Yeah, I do remember the animated show. I think that's probably on Disney Plus too. I would imagine.
I think it is.
Yeah,
it was the shit.
Whatever. Stupid.
Fuck all you guys. Good luck to you in your weeks, except for you, Mariah. May you die like a dog. We'll see you bitches next week.
That's right. Everybody have fun. Week 4.
Week 4.
Shut the fuck up. Come on a little louder. Shut the fuck up. Everybody in together now. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. What's that? I didn't hear you. Shut the fuck up. Come on a little louder. Shut the fuck up. Everybody in together now. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Headstrong, dead calm, dead white dawn. Dead weight, they dead wrong. Let's get it on. 12 rounds of throwdown. Who hold crown? Protect land with 4 pound. Limp biscuit. Get around like merry-go. Bust a scenario. Coming through your stereo. Why risk it? Lifestyles of the prolific and gifted. 8 essential vitamins and minerals. Delicious. Word on the street is they bit my thesis. Knocked out their front teeth is trying to taste mine. Acting like they heard through the grapevine. Dope feeding for the baseline. 2 for 5 round. Pharmaceuticals. Hardest nails to the cuticle. Where'd you find that monster? She beautiful. Wu-Tang and Limp Bizkit. Roll on the set. Kick a hole in the speaker. Pull a plug and then jack. Like check. So what's it all?